I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
We keep it burning, baby. We keep it burning.
What's going on, world? Welcome to a special edition. That's right, a special edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Karl Phillips.
All the way in warm Michigan this time. We can call it warm now.
Oh, no doubt. And the hip-hop preacher, Douglas, are you with us?
Mic check 1, mic check 2.
And I apologize in advance. They are power washing the house next to the crib, and the cleaning people are upstairs. So I'm in the basement trying to be as discreet as possible. But if you hear some background noise, hopefully it clears up at some point. But I said special edition, and I don't know why, but I think it was a special edition just because it's noon. We're doing the podcast at noon again. So anytime it's not first thing, 4 o'clock in the morning, I feel like, it's a special edition. So welcome, gentlemen. Please be on your A game today. The people deserve it, man. Some of y'all, sometimes, y'all slacking. You know what I'm saying? Just bring your A game today because the people deserve it, okay? Real quick, I have a Lion of the Week, and, I wanted to acknowledge her. Her name's Lori, and she is an ultimate lion of lions. So, of course, I got the new whip, right? So, it take forever to go through because I got it out of state. So the new plates and tags and my old plates and tags, and I'm getting letters in the mail because I canceled the insurance on the old Tahoe, and now the Suburban needs new plates. You know how that goes. And am I tripping, or is there anything worse than having to deal with the DMV?
Oh.
Like just that whole process, between the DMV, like road rage and TSA security, like those are just three things that could literally just make a calm man shout and go crazy, right? So they're sending me these letters, right? And they're like, if you don't call and reactivate the tags on your Tahoe, now you're gonna be, go to jail for 10 years. Just crazy stuff. I'm like, what is going on? So I have Candace read it. She can't figure it out because it's confusing. I'm trying to tell them that I sold the car, and they're like, well, what's the new owner's name and what's the new plates on it? I'm like, how would I know? You know what I'm saying? Like I sold it to a dealership, but of course there's nowhere to write that in. So I'm going through the whole thing. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So I finally just sent it back in. It was wrong. Of course they sent something back, a whole nother, outline of paperwork. And again, it's the DMV and, Department of Motor Vehicles. You know how it goes. So I'm trying to keep calm, and Candace sees me over there. I'm getting frustrated. Finally, the next day I call in. Now I call in, and I knew it was going to be some trials and tribulations when I called in and said, there are 37 people in front of you. I was like, Lord have mercy. On the call. If you'd like to send an email, somebody will email you back. I'm already knowing how that goes, so I'm like, no. So it's 37 people. So I just put the phone on speaker, start working. 5.5 hours later, somebody picks up the phone, right? But shout out to Lori. Lori picks up the phone, and she's like, first of all, I'm like hot, so I'm expecting like a little war to ensue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you geek yourself up? Like, okay, I'm about to go off. And this nice, sweet old lady picks up the phone. She's like, hey, how are you? So calm. And I was, I kind of took my guard down a little bit, and I'm like, hey, Lord, I'm kind of confused. I'm not sure what's going on with my tags, and I'm supposed to have my new tags, and I'm not sure if you guys got them, da-da-da. And she's like, okay, well, let me do some digging, and I'll call you right back. I was like, Lori, nah, boo, I need you on this. She was like, Mr. Quinney, don't worry. She called me back a few minutes later and says, yes, something happened, and they do have all my tags and stuff up there, and it should have triggered a call to me, but it didn't. So I can come up there tomorrow. Lori, I'm like, Lori, I'm coming up there tomorrow. Is there any chance I could, maybe set an appointment and just come see you so I don't have to go through the confusion? She's like, absolutely. What time would you like to come? 10:30. Okay, 10:30 it is. I get up to the DMV, y'all. It's about 487 people waiting in that joint. And I'm talking about everybody hot. The ticket thing stopped working, like where you pull the ticket so nobody knows who's ahead. So they like scrapping it out. Like it's like a fight to the death to see who next. Every time they like, next, I had next. I'm like, whoa. Right, I got there by 10:25. So at 10:30, I'm like, shoot, do I just walk up to the front, cut everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, I may have to, be prepared for battle in this joint. So I go up there to the front. Finally, I was just like, yo, I had a 10:30 appointment with Lori. And the lady looked at me and was like, appointment? Like, we don't even do appointments like that. And I was like, I know it sounds funny, but I'm not lying. If you could just ask, I'm not sure where Lori is, Miss Lori. You can get Miss Lori. I only been in there 5 minutes. She's like, well, just hold on. She had an attitude. I'm like, all right, cool. So as soon as she finished up with her, the person who was next, boom, she went and got Lori. Lori comes around to the side, like the little swinging gate. Mr. Quinney? I'm like, yes. And she's like, I'm Lori, come over here. I go on the side of the joint. Mind you, I only been in there 6-7 minutes. I go on the side of the joint. Lori brings me the paperwork, fill it out. She's like, now, Mr. Quinney, it's $34. Is that okay? I'm like, more than okay, Lori. Here, I'm about to give you a tip. Gave her my card. She went and swiped the card, came back, gave me my tags, my plate, and I was out of that joint in less than 10 minutes. So let me tell you, Lori, you are the lion of the week for not making me sit up at the DMV for 4.5 hours and fight with people over where you about to go.
Did Lori get something? Do we send her something? Like, what did she get for this?
Oh, trust me. No. I already know. I told Candace, I'm like, yo, I either got to send something up there or like call and, I don't know if she got a supervisor, tell her supervisor, whatever. But I'm talking about the easiest experience ever at the DMV. So I'm grateful for that, man. So shout out to Lori for holding me down. But yeah, she's the lion of the week.
Hey, see if we can transfer up to ours whenever you get a chance.
Well, I don't know.
I don't even go to
I don't. Hey, she hopefully will stay in my local area. I have her on speed dial now. So, but for real though, is there anything is that not one of the most frustrating processes? It's like this most archaic thing. Like, yo, they're making me fill out paperwork. I'm like, yo, can I go online and do this? I'm like, yo, I still gotta lick a stamp. And I'm like, what is this? So I was like set to just go up in there and go off. And man, Lori literally saved the day. So shout out to her, man. What was I gonna say? All right, cool. So let's get it. We got a few things to tackle today. I just wanted to get that out the way and shout her out. Maybe she listens to the podcast. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Lori is one of our faithful listeners.
No, quick beef before you go. I got a quick beef with all our social media followers. We posted something this morning, and the question was, did you like the last podcast? It was like a poll. Did you not listen to it? Like, I ain't caught it yet. Or what podcast? And 59% of our followers said what podcast? On the same social media. On the same social media that we release it every week, though. So our social media fans, I got a beef to pick with y'all. We gotta step it up. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, no, we definitely do. And man, shout out to all you guys who are listening because you're not in that number. But holla at one of your friends and tell them we got a podcast. All right. I think last time I checked, we were around 75, 80,000 a week, Karl, somewhere around there. So for the 75, 80,000 of y'all that's holding us down, which by the way, another beef that I do have to pick with the people actually listening right now. We're trying to get to 1,000 reviews.
For the last,
we got 80,000 people listening.
Say about our listeners, are they passive listeners?
Hey, we got 80,000 of y'all listening,
Who's not
man,
in beast
and we
mode?
have like
That's
900. I said it last week. It was like 970. It's like 978 now. So shout out to those 8 people. But I'm yelling at the rest of y'all who just sat there and was like, yeah, whatever. I'm straight. I'm just gonna consume it. But anyway, let's jump into. I got a few things I want to get to today. I want to get to Q1. We're at the end of Q1, and I do want to get into. Kind of, how you assess Q1, what you did, wins, losses, do's and don'ts, and kind of how that, guides your, and how that guides your, progression into Q2. But before that, I'm at a point of frustration. I really don't know how else to say it, but, I'm really tired of people, and let me just tell you what I tweeted out this morning because somebody called me. You know how somebody calls you and mess up your whole day? Somebody called me and man, they were on the phone, and shout out to this gentleman. He knows who he is. He's probably listening to the podcast, and I won't say your name, but unfortunately we talk about real life on the podcast. But he calls me this morning and he's just talking so big, and this gentleman, I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny, but you're not doing anything yet. There's nothing wrong with it. But he's like, oh yeah, I got this opportunity. And you could tell they lying. And then he's like, yo, I think when E come to Philly, you should let me open for him. And I'm sitting on the phone and I'm like, wow. So it's beyond the inability to self-assess, but like he's on the phone just talking so big, and he inspired the tweet. And I told him this to his face, but he inspired the tweet. I don't even tweet or go on Instagram or anything, but I had to put it up there. And I said, if you would have spent less time faking it like you already made it and actually focused on making it, you'd probably be winning by now. And what I meant by that, guys, is, yo, there's so many people out there like trying to live that front, trying to live that lie, like, oh, I'm doing it big, like I'm making a lot of money, like I'm well respected in this, particular area, and they're working so hard to fake it and show you that they don't actually put in the work that it takes. And I tell people all the time, yo, if you already think you made it, how in the world am I gonna help you? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call my phone looking for any kind of help when you already feel like you arrived. And I'm telling you, man, there's so many of y'all out there who, yo, you in the network marketing space, or you in the speaking space, or you in the entrepreneur space, and you trying to, with the cars and the houses, and you had in the TGIM the other day, like, yo, take me to your house. Like, let me see your bedroom. But I don't know if y'all run across that a lot, man, but for whatever reason, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if guys try to, and young ladies try to impress me or like show you that you on a certain level, but the people who I actually respect and want to help the most are the people who come with the humility. And so I don't know what it is that gives these people, that sense of, oh, I got to go hard and lie and try to front like I'm something I'm not. But I mean, I don't know. What do y'all run up against that? Do you see it a lot? And how do you help these people?
Yeah, see, let's be honest. I think people lie because if you lie and we believe that you're actually doing what you say you're doing, there is a different treatment that you'll get, if you're not there. See, let's just be real. Like, let's not fake it like the dude who has a certain house or a certain car, a certain amount of in his bank account, that he does not live a different life than the person who's up and coming. Like, let's not lie like that. Let's not lie and say that the guy who is a good student, he not a jock, he not on the basketball team, he not on the football team, he's just a good person, he's going to class, he respects his mom. Like, he don't have the same shot at that chick that's a 10 that the jock got. He just don't have that same shot. He don't have that same opportunity. So let's just be honest. Now, I'm not saying that one day he won't have it when he graduates, when he gets a good job, etc. So everybody's thinking, well, shoot, since the dude that's got all the stuff gets all the opportunities, well, let me just fake it like I got it. Because if I fake it like I got it and I'm able to get over on folk, what's the movie, Karl? Chase Me Now? Chase Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can. Like, my man faked it, but he did such a good job at faking it that he was able to get certain opportunities and certain treatment. Now, let's be real, see, it caught up with him because you can't build a house on sand, and being fake and phony is not a strong enough structure that when the waves and the winds blow, when a tornado hits your house, if a tornado hits your house and it's I don't know what it is, made out of, but if it ain't brick, and I'm talking about reinforced brick with the right wood or whatever, that joker coming down. So that's why people fake it. Because if you fake it, there's a chance that you might get the treatment, you might get the opportunities, you might get the experience that people who grind and really get there, you might luck up on that joint. That's why they do it.
The worst feeling in the world, though, Ian, we said that, is to test
Absolutely.
it and had to go back.
Absolutely.
So that's the only problem I have
Yeah.
with that. I need people to realize, is that, yeah, you might get it for a minute, but like he just said, like, how long is it going to last?
Yeah, but I'm talking about, Karl, people who ain't even got it, though. You faking like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you acting like, you talked about it. You acting like we can't check the stats. You know what I'm saying?
But we all can't check it though. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Some people who have been fake and phony have had opportunities. Like they have been able to climb up the ladder. And so people look at it like this. I can do it like E doing it and get up at 1 something, 2 something in the morning. I can do like E did it, take me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. Do the 2 year, take me 6 for the, but yo, I ain't trying to, first of all, I'm not trying to work that hard. I'm not trying to go through that embarrassment. I'm not trying to go through that getting stripped and tore down. Like I'm not trying to go the long way. Everybody I don't know, and don't be mad at me, Karl, I don't remember my man's name, Sparkles, or I know he's gonna kill me. He probably listening like, E, you forgot my name, but Jonathan
Sprinkles.
Jonathan Sprinkles put up the other day
Yep.
that this generation wants the most that you can have, but they want to put forth the least amount of effort and they want to obtain the least amount of information. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. See, it's like, yeah, I want it, but I'm just being real. I want a discount. I want to be able to pay the least that I can. I don't want to go through all that struggle. And if I can get the fake one, come on, I ain't trying to dog nobody out, but if I can go to the store and buy it, or if I can go to the doctor and, come on now, I'm going somewhere, see, if I can go pay for it, if I can pay for that shape or that size, if I can pay to look that way, why don't I just go to the doctor and pay for it, then literally go to the gym and grind for it, or eat the right way and make the sacrifices and get it forever. So we live in a generation where, let's be real, fake is getting a lot of people coming up. See, they might not be staying up, but a lot of people coming up by being fake and they and living what looks like a glamorous life, at least on TV. And so everybody like, well, if she paid for it, if he paid for it, then why can't I pay for it and get the same life?
Yeah, no, I feel you. And I guess some people looked and were like, I saw the, comments on the joint was like, well, what about fake it till you make it? That seemed to be working for people. We're not talking about fake it till you make it. I'm talking about where you trying to fake it for yourself and fake it for those around you. And I'm just saying, how do you then really, again, self-assess? How do you take an honest look at yourself when you already seem to have had it? Like, I mean, come on, man. I'm just so tired of people like, you see a celebrity and take a picture, act like y'all best friend. Oh, me and such just chilling. Like, come on, man. You playing yourself. Like, and I understand what you're saying. People want to take that shortcut, but at the end of the day, you're not really, you still have to live within your own reality. Like, that's almost insanity. Like, you lying to yourself, you know you ain't got it like that. And yet you still, see, faking it to your own self.
You acting like I don't get the high. So I remember.
Oh no, that's just insane right there. If you getting high off of fake, like
it ain't
posts
fake though.
and stuff,
it ain't fake. What it is okay. Maybe it's fake, but let me say this. No, I'm gonna be transparent
You know what I'm saying?
with y'all.
Keep it real, Karl.
I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. So we in Crenshaw. We putting in work, and in our mind, we know that we live in a society where people who are famous, if they co-sign you, then that means something. Let's just be real, it means something. So after we finish doing the Steve Harvey show, I sit around for 3 hours waiting for Steve, to not necessarily take a picture with me because I wasn't really interested in a picture, but I did want him to co-sign and just say like, yo, Steve, we out here. And when he got off stage and was like, for the 30 seconds, like, yo, E, break the cycle, I dare you. Like, bruh, I was geeked. I was pumped up, like, bet. But listen to the difference. I wasn't pumped up because he said break the cycle, I dare you. I was pumped up because I was on his show, right? I interviewed on his show.
That's a big difference.
Make sure you clarify that. We wasn't hanging around the mall in the line and were just like, oh, let's get Steve to co-sign us. You was on the show that day.
But watch this though, see, because I understand, okay, I'm on the show, and if I'm on the show and I can get Steve, not just to have me on the show, we talking years ago, y'all. This before I did Steve Harvey recently, last year. And it was like, okay, Steve, can you just say for it? And he was like, yo, break the cycle. I did. I was geeked. But this is what I'm telling you, see, I understand the whole picture. Somebody else like, yo, if I can just get Steve to say it, so what I don't have a nonprofit? So what I ain't got a program? If I could just get Steve to take a pic with me and say, break the cycle, I dare you, I can have people feel like I'm doing it and see. If we live in a society now, if only for one day, If only for one day I can look like I was with Steve. Somebody gonna believe that I got a relationship with him. Somebody gonna think me and him really cool like that. And if I can get 1 or 2 people to feel like that, then that might open up an opportunity. And if nothing else, they're going to be sitting down at the barbershop like, oh, my man knows Steve Harvey. So if nothing else, see, you're going to be a man in your own little world for a couple days. So you saying, yo, it don't make sense to take a picture with a celebrity and whatever. But
yeah, but I'm saying that's so dangerous and
it
superficial because what happens is you ruin all your blessings of people wanting to help you and be a part of your success and give you game and give you information. Let me just tell, like, for real, and I tell the cats who call my phone all the time, like, yo, shout out to everybody who hit me like, yo, see, I'm just looking for honest feedback. If you could, you can cut me, I don't care. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. But for the cats who like, yo, you know, you calling me up like you already made it and then asking me like, yo, what you think? I'm like, you already made it. What do you want me to tell you? Apparently in your mind, you thinking you already made it. You thinking you already big time. So what is there for me to even tell you? And I'm just saying, man, to those of you listening, that's a dangerous place to be in, man. Stop trying to be something you're not. He just talked about what we were back in the day. The reason a lot of y'all respect our brand and love our brand and rock with us on this podcast and rock with us through the years is because you saw our progression and you know it's real. It's cats out there you don't know where they came from. You like, okay, you just randomly driving a Rolls Royce or a Phantom or a Bentley, or you randomly, you know, at the game, whatever. We don't even know where you came from or what you about or if you fake or not. The reason you rock with us is because you've seen us from the bottom level. I mean, literally going out and shooting the TGIM while we were working at MSU. You can go on YouTube and type in the Advantage program and see the programs that we were doing back in the day and the progression all the way up through. And people respect that. You trying to shortcut the system and get all the way to the top without putting any of the work in. And what happens is you hollow. Right? You like them dudes that take steroids. You big, you swole, you huge. But let's be real, you probably only weigh $190. Why? Because you hollow and you cheated to get those muscles. They not real. As opposed to the cat who was in the gym grinding for it. My man dense as all get out. And he might not look as big, but I promise you, if they get to scrapping, my man who on steroids getting ready to get laid flat out because he hollow. And I'm telling you, some of your success is so hollow and so fake and so shallow that you will never blow up for real and get strong and swole for real. Because you already made it and you trying to live this fake facade. And I'm just trying to tell people, E, as long as you keep doing it like that, nobody's ever going to respect you. We know you not driving that. We know you not living like that. We know you not big time like that. We know the pictures ain't real. Like, and you might fool a couple of people, but even the people that you fool ain't going to be in a position to do nothing for you. So I'm saying.
I was going to say, see,
sorry,
I think
Karl.
it's two different groups of people we talking about, and I want to draw the line because, like, seriously, like, if I am on my grind, I'm on my grind and I'm doing something and Oprah Winfrey walked by and I can get Oprah to co-sign what I'm doing. I'm not mad at that. Now, I'm not trying to say me and Oprah been hanging out and she been a partner in my business. Like, that's not where I'm going. But you see what I'm saying? Like, if I can leverage the opportunity of seeing somebody and getting them just because we know how the world is. Like, this person, I'm trying to help for whatever. I make up something.
But it still ain't real, Karl. It don't make it real. Now, I'm not mad at the person who take the picture with Oprah and be like, oh my God, Oprah just said my book was great. But don't try to front to us like you and Oprah about to do business together.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because now you lying to yourself. And that's what I'm telling you.
Groups,
people taking it too far,
I'm with
Karl.
you. That's two different groups. If I'm the person.
So I'm not mad at the person grinding. We were grinding at one point. But at no point was I trying to be like, back in the day when we just started out, let me call Tony Robbins people, see if we can get on stage with Tony Robbins. I never would have did that. To this day, I still won't do it. Like, and we probably deserve, you know what I'm saying? Like, or we probably have the credibility to do something like that now. And I never would have called Tony while we was at Michigan State at the Advantage speaking. And we was doing our thing there. Like, we was popping. And I still wouldn't have been like, yo, you know, probably call up Tony and see if he need an intro speaker. Like, what? Cats be hitting me asking me, can they open for E? I'm like, bruh, I'm looking at your stats. Like, your career stats don't say opening. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but like when I went to the Beyonce concert, DJ Khaled opened up. Last I checked, DJ Khaled got some #1 hits. She ain't have the local person who playing at your pub. You know what I'm saying? Now, they might be good, but I'm saying they don't have the career stats to be opening for Beyonce. Right. And yet you calling me because you think you deeper than what you are and you asking, can you go open up? And I'm telling you, it wouldn't even be good for you if I let you open up. It'll ruin your career because you're not ready for that kind of pressure yet. You know what I'm saying? And if cats can't take a honest look inside theyself and be like, yo, I'm not ready, that's why I love Kendall. Flat out, I love Kendall. Why? Because Kendall is humble. Kendall been with me. I've been coaching Kendall for 2-3 years now, doggone it. He done built up his program. He's speaking all across the country. Guess how many times Kendall asked me, can he open?
Not one time.
He done been to every single event we ever did in the whole history of our,
That's real.
touring career. Not one time has Kendall be like, yo, let me open for E this week. Never. Why? Because he understands, yo, I'm building something, I'm working on something, and if that time comes, if CJ thinks I'm ready, if E thinks I'm ready, then I'll be called on. And not a second sooner.
And the flip of that, I get to see some of the numbers of the people that Kendall are recruiting, and I'm seeing daily progress. Let me just put it like that, not to put his business out. I'm seeing daily
Kendall doing
progress.
his thing.
Absolutely.
He coaching people at a high level. He doing his thing, and he's still humble, and he's still like, yo, I'm still self-assessing. I'm still understanding where I'm at, and I'm telling you, man, so many people, they will not blow up, man, because they think they blew up already.
I disagree with y'all. I think y'all being fake. Well, I think y'all being one-sided. It's like playing basketball. You got coaches who they drill defense. You got other coaches that are more offensive, mindset. Like, yo, we're gonna score, right? And so what I'm saying is that don't act like these people, just came into their own philosophical, belief system, that they just woke up and was like, yo, I'm gonna be fake. No, they live in a society that's superficial. They live in a society where you looking at somebody and you don't know today if the person that you dating, if that's their body parts or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a society where if so-and-so gets surgery, they might get a role in the movie they wouldn't get. If they don't dye their hair, they might not get a role that they might get if they, I'm being real. I'm saying, so people are not just doing it, casually, or they're not kamikaze like, oh, I just want to be fake. No, they have watched generation after generation of people who've been fake. They've watched TV. They've watched people like Millie and Vanilli, or whatever that is. They watched dudes like that who was lip syncing, who blew up. They have seen people who've used steroids, who've gotten contracts. They've seen people who, hitting multiple home runs, who was on that juice.
And now can't go to the Hall of Fame because of the same
But listen to what I'm saying. See, you are where you need to be. You are thinking in the future, but they're teaching these people, yo, so what? You're not gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. At least you played. At least you traveled. At least they're not thinking about the consequences. See, they so hungry, they so thirsty, bruh, that they'd rather have 3 years of fame and then have a shattered life for the next 20, 30 years. Like, it's just people who are shallow. And all I'm saying is, like, we got to keep that 100. We got to keep that. These kids, they one and done. Yeah, they one and done. They one and done, see, because the NCAA got its hangups. The NBA got its hangups. The NFL got its hangups. And these kids are they're being born, in this. And so they are inheriting superficial. They might have had superficial parents, or they might have had a superficial coach, or they might have been at a superficial school. I mean, I don't know. But you got coaches now, see, who do it the right way. They struggling. Why? Because it's like, shoot, if we don't play the one and done game, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Like, we want to do it the old way, the 4 years, to make these kids earn everything. But now you got different programs these kids going through that they getting stuff, they getting free stuff, they getting opportunities when they 10 that you're not supposed to get until you earn it. So I'm not saying that you wrong in terms of we've done it with a certain philosophy and we've made it, but let's not fake it like 90%. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Let's not fake it like 70% of the world is not superficial. Is not, on that external thing. And that's where most of our babies are picking this stuff up from. And I say that because I'm 46, y'all in y'all 30s, 20s. That's why most kids want to take a picture with their celebrity, or that's why they want to fake it like they got this house that they don't got, or go to the mall and stand next to this car, because they've been taught that if you fake it right, there's a shot, there's a chance you might taste success a little bit. And if you taste that success, it's much better than that community that you was born in or that community you came from. So I'm saying, yeah, y'all right, but I'm challenging adults my age to stop being scared to stop giving these kids stuff and make them doggone earn it because they not gonna like you or people gonna treat you a different kind of way. Even if I'm on this podcast, this folks gonna listen to me and treat me a certain kind of way. I do not care. We cannot continue to allow people to build on sand and then their house come down, see, and they wonder, oh, what happened? You know what happened? It was not structurally sound. It was no way that stuff you built was gonna last, bruh. So I'm no, like I said, not to be controversial, but I'm just saying we live by the D. That's what we know. We know defense wins. We understand that. But there's some people who are teaching these kids that if you put up 100 and some points, you're gonna win the championship. And you might get into the first round, and you might get in the second round. But let me tell you something. You come up against us with all that shooting, you come up against us with all of that, I'm telling you we're going to shut you down. Why? Because we doing it the right way. But there are two philosophies out there, see, and a lot of these young kids are being trained under that fake superficial one, and it ain't their fault, bro. It ain't their fault.
Man, you hit it. That was beautifully stated, bro. You bring up a great point, I guess, because, you know, you taught us to do it on the other side of the ledger. I just don't even understand that philosophy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm trying to really take y'all back to a time. Like, yo, I just told y'all we had 80,000 people listening to this podcast. Do you know, like, yo, when we started out, like, we were going into middle schools and kids used to come into the room with an attitude? Like for real, do y'all remember that? Like, we were going to like the White Rich and like these school Patton Gill. Like, yo, we would be in the room. You talking about E.T., Eric Thomas, world renowned, Poland, Egypt, speaking all over the world, millions of views. We going in there with E.T., y'all, and these kids looking at us like, who is the blank is y'all, and get up out my face. And we in there programming, and the teachers coming in and cutting us off in the middle of our speeches, talking about, okay, the kids got to go back to class now. Thanks, guys. See you later. And they gone, and we come back the next week and they talking about, we don't got time to let the kids out of class. Like, that's where we came from. And I'm not going to ever try to hide that and act like we didn't come from that. Like, some of y'all, for real, you try to act like you just already big time. You ain't even go through the gauntlet yet. Like, yo, we went through the gauntlet. We went through getting a check out of a vending machine. We went through schools telling us no, and we used to say, yo, we'll come in for free, and the schools would be like, no, we ain't got time. We ain't got time. And close the door in our face, y'all. So we came from that, and y'all respect that because you saw that. You can go back and look. It's documented. You can go back and listen to Karl on the camera sniffling with the allergies. Like, you can see that. He had a goatee. Magical Mondays. Like, yo, we built this thing. Like, we went through
back. Have we said anything about it?
I'm sorry, magical moments. Yeah, he had a goatee with the magical moments. Wearing polo every time. Like, yo, you saw the progression. Like, that's what I don't understand is like, yo, and I'm talking about, yo, I guess that's what frustrates me, guys, because these are people who follow us. Right. Yep. See what I'm talking about? Yep. I'm not talking about cats I don't know. I'm talking about cats who swear they admire the brand and I appreciate what y'all do in the whole nine, and they not getting the essence of what it is.
Because I'm for real. I'm challenged over here. So on one level, you tell me you would never call Tony Robbins, you know, and ask him, can I open for him? You never do that. But then on the other hand, you tell me beast mode. You know what I'm saying? I got to go beast mode. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying for real, I'm a speaker out here. Do I not promote myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, who going to promote me? Like, how am I going to get to the next level?
This don't got nothing to do with promotion. It just don't have nothing to do with promotion. I'm saying, you're right. Promote yourself. Put yourself in a position to get on. How many times has Inky Johnson called and said, yo, E, can I come speak with you? And who is the only other speaker to be featured on TGIM? Inky Johnson. He did it, thank God it's Monday, right? So how does that happen? You feel me? Like, how does that happen that Inky could get on and be doing that without requesting it? Because he just kept working until he was there. He kept working until he earned the opportunity.
And it blew up, see?
And I'm telling you.
And it blew up, see?
And it blew up and he's speaking all over the world. He was already doing his thing and now he's doing his thing even more. But I'm saying, like, that's the blueprint. And for us, that has always been the blueprint. We didn't call Steve Harvey and say, yo, can we get on your show? Now, am I suggesting that you don't reach out and let people know what you're doing? No, I'm not suggesting that. You should always reach out and let people know what you're doing and send your emails and put your stuff out there and put it on YouTube and do all of that. But don't front like it's something it's not. Don't front like you balling out of control when you're not. Don't front like you got millions of views when you don't. Like, yo, just say I'm working at it. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to climb these ladders. And I'm telling you, the kids and the people who end up doing that, the Kendalls of the world, are the people who actually get on. The people who now making 6 figures, doing their thing, getting to it and continue to get to it because they understood where they were at. And the rest of y'all, man, that you keep on hitting me. Yo, see, I'm working on, this big. I'm like, all right, dude, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? Why you calling me? If you already got everything figured out and you so big time, why are you calling me? And I guess it's just frustrating for me, guys, because I'm sitting here like, yo, we didn't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? At no point was I trying to act like we were big time. And we still don't act like we big time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this cat's big time now, probably act bigger than we are and nowhere near the level we at. You know what I mean? And so it just, I don't know, man. It frustrates me. But you make a good point. We live in a superficial society and, people want, I guess now you can live your fake life online and Instagram and Facebook. I'm so frustrated with people only see the best of what you're trying to do. You got one little sweet part of the house. You done set up sweet so you can take every picture there so it look like your crib. Phenomenal. I'm like, bro, look, I just figured out that we was doing all right the other day when I found a $150 check from like 6 months ago that my wife hadn't cashed. I was like, oh yeah, we made it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, no, we balled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
though,
yo,
this is what we're trying to say because and for those of you who have friends like this, please send them the podcast, tell them to listen to it. This is the only problem I have, that you are building something that, and Karl said it, that is going to eventually come down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen to what I'm telling you. If you're building on sand, trust me when I tell you the storm is coming. You are building on sand, it will crush. You hear me? Look, the thing I love about the road to the Final Four, everybody gonna win it. Everybody gonna win it, y'all. Everybody won the road to, as soon as they start, everybody, now I'm a little different. If I won the first round, I ain't gonna say nothing. But it's cats who win the first round, they like, we number one, we coming for the spot. And listen to me very careful, guys. It's only gonna be one team standing at the end. And I guarantee you that team is the team that started before everybody else started. They put in the work, they put in the grind. Like, you can't fake your way to number one. Now, you a Cinderella, you can Cinderella your way, like you number 15, you number 12, you number 10.
Oh yeah, no, you could luck your way up into the Sweet 16.
Easy. But once we hit that Elite Eight, bruh, once we hit that Elite Eight, it's a whole nother story. And so all I'm saying to you guys is the reason why we're so passionate is because we know what you tell us you want. What we want for you is what happened to Inky. We didn't blow Inky up. I promise you we didn't. And Inky ain't the only one that I have supported, right? He ain't the only one that I like try to co-sign. Listen to me. But Inky had put in work for years doing this before he met us. And guess what happened when Inky got put on? Inky got put on. Inky had people who were already following. And then when they seen his video, they went back to see who he was. They saw the passion. They started sending it. He had a catalog.
Yep.
Others, you doing 1 or 2 little videos, and then you send it out, and then people going and look up. They're going to look you up. They going to look you up. That's why everybody like E.T. E.T. a Michael Jackson fan. Like, E, why you like Mike? I like Lauryn Hill. But Lauryn, I'm just being real with you. Lauryn got 1 album that's fire, but she don't have 20 albums. She don't got 20 albums. I love Adele, 1921. But Mike got ABC. He's his 1, 2. He got Off the Wall. He got Beat It, Billie Jean. He got Dangerous. Like, yo, for real, until my man lost his life from the time he was 5 all the way to the time he was in his 50s, bruh. His catalog goes deep.
I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. Like, 2 young kids, you know what I'm saying? Just take it for what it is. 2 young kids both got something, and they start working on their skill.
And you know what's crazy, too? I tell people all the time, they be like, oh, yeah, your boy, the Guru Story. And they think when you ask them what video blew us up, the Guru Story. That's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's not the truth. The videos that blew us up were the Thank God It's Monday. Yeah. Because after people saw the Guru Story, they went and said, yo, who is this Eric Thomas dude? And they went back through, like you just said, E, and they found an entire catalog worth of material and found out, yo, this ain't no one hit wonder.
Can I say this too, T?
Right?
See, I'm not pulling no, watch this, guys. And then they watched us at the Advantage every year. You understand? And then they saw us going to schools. I'm just saying, some of you, all you got is a video. All you got is a video. And so what happens is all you have to prove who you say you are is the video. When I went to go get the property, when I went to go get the loan for the property, they want everything. See, you can't walk in there and say you want a loan to build a commercial property. We about to buy our first doggone. We was in my basement, Karl basement, this little warehouse. Now we about to have our own 13 acres. 13 with 2 buildings on the seat. And when I went down, they did not say, oh, let's look up your social media to see if you can pay us this loan back. Let's see how many hits you got on Facebook, on Twitter. They said, number one, let's start with your financial records. Let's see what I want to see your bank account statement.
And your credit. And
Let
your
me see
credit.
your credit score. Now look, see, they went to another level because I went to another level and, and went, a little non-traditional. They say, let me see your life insurance policies. Oh, wow. We want to make sure that if you die, we want to make sure that this loan can be paid for. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They called different individuals to make sure I was who I said. So all I'm saying to y'all is this. I want to show it to you. You walking around here on YouTube like this who I am. And then they say, let me see your credit score. Okay, all right, let me see your bank statements. And watch this. They don't want to see your bank statements for the last 2 weeks, for the last 3 months. They want to see your bank. Okay, Karl, let me tell you this what they say too, Karl. Let me see your W-2s. Let me see. Oh, come on, somebody. And let me be honest with you guys. There was a time as a pastor that my church, we were trying to find a building. Let me just let Karl tell y'all so y'all don't think I'm lying. Karl, what did they say when we were trying to get a loan for the church?
Oh, they don't do church loans at all. Like the bank was like, we don't even do church loans. Like we don't want no parts of it. Churches don't pay. They don't pay back. Like it's not a profitable business, flat out.
It's not a
church be like, look, we ain't got the money to pay y'all back. Look, but we're gonna pray for your bank, and hoping that these prayers will cover y'all and the loss that you incurred from that loan.
This is what they told me. See, this is what they told me. See, they said it's not even the loan only that we worried about. Because you're a church, we can't do nothing with the building once y'all get out of it. There's nothing we can do with the building. We can't turn the building into nothing. So what I'm saying, see, is this.
You done built the sanctuary off of that. We can't turn that into no restaurant.
We can't turn it into a restaurant. So here's what I'm telling you guys. Look, at some point, if your stuff is fake, at some point, they're going to pull your credit history. At some point, they're going to look for your bank statements. At some point, they're going to ask for the W-2s. At some point, they're going to check and see if you are who you say you are. At some point, they're going to check. And if they check, they're going to find you out. So all we're saying is, before you go and say you are who you say you are, just build your catalog. And can I be real? When Michael Jackson died, he made more money. And I don't know, I don't even know how this happens. They say that the album sold. I'm thinking, Karl, they would already had an album. I'm thinking you'd already had an album, wouldn't you, if you was a Michael Jackson fan? But when Michael Jackson died, and I don't want to get a number because I'm not, no historian, but I know it was record sales. And watch this, see, how does a man who's dead sell more records than cats who's alive? How does that happen? How do your old stuff sell more than people new stuff, see? How does that happen? It happened because Mike wasn't a fake. Mike was a musical genius.
Hey, I'm gonna read these lyrics for y'all. Y'all know it, but I was just looking it up. He just said the word. So if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The camera's here and the microphone, and they want to know. Next part says, if you are who you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. The crowd is here and the lights are on. They want a show. So I hope you can produce the show. If you are saying who you say you are, a superstar, thank you, Lupe. If you are who you say you are,
Lupe,
you know what I'm saying?
Fiasco.
The lights is here, the camera's here, the crowds are here, and they're looking for a show. So I hope you got a show that you're ready to put on. Wow.
Crazy part is, crazy part is, Karl, they think they are.
It's okay.
That's the problem.
It's okay though. The crowd is showing them. See, the crowd when you put your YouTube video up,
and I'm trying to save you from that.
It's okay.
I'm trying to save you from yourself.
Let them bust their head up against the wall. Then they'll see. See.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, I'm trying to save you from yourself, man. I'm like, yo, come ask if you can carry water. Come ask if you can be on cleanup duty. Don't ask, can you open, man? Like, yo, you don't even want that. Like you really want, like yo, you really think that you
Oh,
would
you
be
do
up
want
there?
the
Like yo,
shine.
have you seen?
You do want the shine. What you don't want is the grind. Oh, you do want the shine. You do. But unfortunately, see, they come as a package. You can't have one without the other, see?
That's good. Hey, time. I'm. Y'all know me. I'm just sitting on the internet. Time is the great equalizer. It says both greatness and failure require time. Both greatness and failure require time. There's some examples. To be healthy versus to be unhealthy. They both require time. To get educated or to be ignorant. They both require time. It's a series of time. Wealth or poverty. They both require time. This one tripped me up. Marriage versus an affair. They both require time. So at the end of the day, you just got to decide where you're putting your time, but you got to put time. Bottom line, you got to put time in to get the result.
And my question is, and we can move off of it. My question is, are you going to put your time into actually trying to blow up and work on your craft, or are you going to spend your time, again, Karl, what is it? Time. You're going to spend your time faking it like you already blew up. That's the question. So anyway,
okay, let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, can I say this as just trying to help kids with jobs? Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all talk to who y'all talking to on the phone and not talk to them on Facebook? Because I'm not really interested.
I just told Chuck, Trey, and Becca this week. I was like, look, y'all around me. I don't know how y'all do with y'all friends. But if y'all around me, your headphones on, I'm gonna break them.
Yeah.
Like, listen to me carefully.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna break them headphones.
Yep.
I'm getting back to you in two pieces. Like,
Yep.
you're not gonna disrespect
Yep.
me and be in my presence
Yep.
and you listening on.
Yep.
I'm like, no.
Yep.
Like, when you see
Yep.
me, take them off.
Take them off.
When you get behind me, put them back
Karl,
on.
when did you become to get off my grass, man? You know what I'm saying? Karl to turn me to get off my grass.
No, I see it. I told you, this is years ago. I saw it literally when we used to be arguing about the Zoom and all that. I remember walking outside one day on campus and watching like all the kids with these white headphones, and no disrespect to nobody. It's cool. Okay, everybody got their thing. But I started thinking like, yo, what is society right now? Like, people don't even want to talk to each other. You right next to each other and texting and tweeting each other, hey, check my Instagram. Well, you could just tell me what you was going to say. So from then, I started to just kind of like get this thing like, man, let's pay attention to kids and what they're doing. Like, I got a rule. You come to my house for real, like, put your phone down. You're not going to be in my presence.
Yeah.
Like, serious. Yeah. You're not going to be in my presence. And back to what you were saying before, the expectation is gone. We don't set the expectations of what kids supposed to do no more. So the reality is they're going to do whatever everybody else is doing. But you come around me, it's not going to play like that. You are going to be in my presence. And even if we're not saying nothing, you're going to be in my presence. But you're not just going to be on your phone or something else when I'm there. It don't play like that.
So if you break up with your boyfriend, this is what I'm saying, because you saying, I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. If you're a young adult and you listen to me and you talk about I'm your mentor, you see me as an uncle, you see me as a father, listen to me, I'm talking to you now. If you break up with your boyfriend, don't do it on Facebook. If you break up with your girlfriend, don't do it on Facebook. It's not necessary.
What about Snapchat?
Well, maybe Snapchat. Maybe Snapchat, because it really
disappears 24 hours. Right.
You know what I'm saying? See,
Snapchat me that breakup.
You know what I'm saying? See, it's Snapchat in 24 hours. Listen to me.
Snapchat me that breakup.
If I see another Facebook post or Twitter or Instagram of some kids fighting, I'm challenging you. Show me you reading. Somebody show me.
Did y'all see that video of that dude broke up?
I did.
Yes, absolutely.
And you saw what would happen if we did that. See, so do me a favor. Show y'all doing your homework. Show y'all reading a book or writing a book. Show me you guys do a pay it forward challenge and show me you blessing somebody randomly in the neighborhood. And guess what? That will be popular too if you did it enough. So I'm just saying, see, we have to hold these kids accountable. And the thing I love about kids is that when you show them the way and you show them you love them, it's not like they all have a problem with following. But many of them are not being taught. And what all we're saying is this. There's two ways to do it. You could do it the fake way. And when you test that goal and find out it's fool's gold, you didn't pay all that money for it, or we're telling you to do it the right way. Earn it. Because if you earn it, you will keep it forever. But if you don't earn it, at some point, whoever earned it gonna come take it from you. My old dude who raised me, he used to be on that. Ain't no free lunches in life. And I'm like, you a lie. I'm in school. I'm seeing them, Karl. I'm seeing my homies in line getting free lunches, Karl. I'm watching them get the free lunch. And I'm saying, you a lie. My homies getting free lunches at school. He said it might be free to them, but it ain't free to me. I'm working every day and they taking that lunch out my taxes. So somebody paying for it. And if you ain't paying for it, somebody can have the right to say, let me get them keys back because that car is in my name. Let me come get that house back because that house in my name. But when you earn it, they can't come take what ETA built. This is the house that ETA built. This is the house that ETA built. You go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, you go on Twitter. Can't nobody in the world take what we got because we didn't pay nobody for this. We didn't bribe nobody for this. Every single thing we got, we earned. And let me tell you something. There was a time when CJ and TJ were, and Karl was young, and they would come to me and say, all right, well, let's do this grant, well, let's do this, or let's do that. And I didn't discourage them. But I promise you, when it didn't go through, I was letting them know, hey, we don't need nothing from nobody. And it's not because we better than nobody, we too good. No, we will earn everything we get. So 20 years from now, can't nobody knock on our door and say, that's mine. That belongs to me. Now look, I'm gonna get personal, but there are those of us who've been raised, as those of us, how do I say it? Because I don't want to be disrespectful, but we've been raised by individuals who may not necessarily be our biological parents. And then what happens is one day you got somebody knocking at the door, Karl. And that person knocking at the door, and you like, who is that person? And you come to find out, it might have took years, 13 years, 16 years, 17 years, but eventually that person come knock on the door and say, I'm your father. Listen to me very closely. Ain't nobody go knock on ETA door. Nobody. And say, yo, them videos, you got that from us. Yo, we ghostwriters. We ghostwriters. We wrote that speech for E.T. E.T. didn't write the Guru story. We wrote that. E.T. didn't write the Nothing Funny. They didn't put that video together. We put that video together and we sent them. Ain't nobody gonna come take nothing we got. Why? Because this is the house that ETA built. And we built it from the ground, brick by brick by brick. We don't owe nobody nothing. We don't owe nobody no money. We don't owe nobody no favors. We don't owe nobody no hookup. And we walk out with confidence. We're not cocky. It is by the grace of God we have what we have. We are not cocky, but we confident because we work for it and we value it because we pay the price for it.
Thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week.
Right. Hey, the only person's that might challenge that statement is Didi. You might want to slow down.
Didi definitely.
You might want to slow down.
Definitely got a little stake involved.
Oh yeah,
sure,
no, that's hot.
Man, duh. You know what's crazy? I promise y'all. We writing the book 0 to a Million. I promise you. I just wrote about that. Like I just wrote about our experience with the bank and the whole nine and kind of how that thing went down. Like, and it's so crazy, y'all. Like I'm writing and I know you guys are writing too and we're putting this whole thing together, but like I'm writing and it's like stuff is just coming back to me and like memories and, all the stuff that we went through like back in the day, good and bad. You know what I mean? Like the lessons, the trials and tribulations. And I remember when one of those big moments, kind of fell flat on us. And he was like, yo, trust me, this is the biggest blessing. And at the time, I'm like, come on, man, you just saying that because we took a L. You know what I'm saying? It's like you losing the tourney and the coach like, look, next year we're going to be even stronger because of this. You like, yeah, coach, I ain't feeling that. But you said it then, like, yo, just look at it like this. We never going to owe anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we'll build it ourselves, and the only people we'll be accountable to is the people that we provide these services for. And so, no, you're 1,000% right. Let's see, what kind of time y'all working with over there? What time you got to go to the airport?
I got to leave here in another hour.
Okay. All right, cool. So then let's jump into, that went a little longer than I was hoping. But let's jump into Q1 is over. Can y'all believe that? Goodness gracious, like it's April 1st. Man. Like I'm like, yo, like what's today? The 29th? It's about to be April 1st. Wow. So yeah, no, it is. Yeah, Q1 is over, y'all. So E, I guess just real quick, man, give us some takeaways from Q1 personally, and then some adjustments you may need to make and kind of let the people know what they can do if their Q1, they were excited, they got off to a fast start in January, they had the Resolution album bumping, they was going in, they was working out, they were feeling good, and I'll just be real. This is not an exact science, so Karl, you probably would say that this is statistically insignificant, but just based on my own, my own little reasoning. I'm at the gym. I go to the gym every day. I noticed that there are not quite as many people in there in the morning as it was on January 2nd through the 5th. So now, again, this is statistically not very sound, but my own. So how can we review Q1? What do we need to do to get ourselves ready for Q2? Because before we know it, we'll be doing a podcast and be talking about the years halfway over.
So for me, here's some of my Q1 takeaways. No, get away from being event-minded. Get away from losing weight for the high school reunion. Get away from losing weight because you're going on a carnival. You know what I'm saying? Get away from event-minded to life-minded.
A carnival cruise,
yeah,
right?
Carnival cruise. You gonna lose weight because you're gonna want to put on a bikini when you get on a carnival.
You definitely ain't gonna lose no weight at a carnival eating funnel cakes.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. So I just want you guys to really stop, being event-minded. I want to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do it to make $1 million. Like, don't do that, because something is going to be, how do I say it? See, there's going to be a challenge that is going to supersede, or that's going to be greater than, more powerful than your event, right? But if you are life-minded, that I want to be around for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And so I had a lady tell me, if you want to live an extra 5-10 years, she was like, do me a favor. I'm feeling you on the cardio, that running thing you doing, but she like, you need cardio and resistance, right? So guess what I do when I wake up, every single day? I tell myself, don't get on the scale. And I'm not saying don't get on the scale, because I do get on the scale, but I'm not getting on the scale event-minded. I'm just getting on the scale, just to kind of measure where I am. But muscle is more than fat. So what I do every day is I like, yo, I'm being real. Go do your running, but make sure there's some push-ups, you take some weights. So just every day, make sure there's resistance and make sure there's cardio. And if you do this every day, I don't know how, in 1 year, how long that expands my life, but all I could think about is I want to see my grandkids. All I can think about is, if it's possible, my grandmother has seen her great grandkids. And if she live a couple more years, there are a couple of us, our kids, who are like 24, 25. You know what I'm saying? So she might be on that next level. So I keep thinking about that. Yeah, I think about that. What does it take to get to great? All right, okay, put that down then. You can't, no, I haven't had a Snicker bar in about 6 months, bro. Put the Snicker bar down. I hadn't had the Cheeto Puffs in about 8 months. Put that down, So I'm saying, get out of the event thing. I'm gonna do this so that I can look good at my senior, my high school reunion, again, the carnival crew. No, don't do that. Now we're gonna do this for life. I'm gonna be exercising, for the rest of my life. I'm not gonna do this for 2017 and stop. So every day is something, push-ups, sit-ups. And guess what? I didn't do no cardio in Dubai. My wife was like, yo, I love you, but all of that running for an hour and a half, she was like, yo, this is our time. This is our time. So guess what I did though, while she was in there watching TV, we like watching TV, or we in there, Uno, whatever we were doing, I'll just drop down and do a set of push-ups and then do a set of sit-ups. And that's all I did the whole time. You know what? I came back, and I ain't say this, Karl, but I came back, because Karl, we usually be on the measurement tip. I came back from Dubai, and 10 days, guys, I gained 3 pounds and didn't work out for 10 days. And what was
the Cheesecake Factory.
And I hit the Cheesecake Factory twice,
Right.
I hit Cheesecake Factory twice.
Important.
But what was cool was I didn't find out about the cheesecake till the last 2 days. Last 2 days I found out. So I probably would have picked up more. No, here's this. If it wasn't for the Cheesecake Factory, I probably wouldn't have picked up no weight. That's big when you do cardio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you could pick up 10 pounds just on the flight over. You know what I'm saying?
No
Just
doubt.
smashing all
The
through the night.
international flight, you can definitely pick it up.
Especially when you flying like
and
that,
you know what
business
and you
class.
know what me and Didi
oh,
did?
they feeding you good.
Man, this is what me and Didi decided, because we doing life. We only ordered one meal, and we shared the meal. So we didn't do
On the plane?
No, when we got to Dubai, when we would do room service,
okay.
we would only order one dinner, and we would split that dinner. And guess what was crazy? We was full. Now, it wasn't American full. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't American full. You know what I'm saying? But we was full. So
you could still see your feet.
Oh, you can still see your feet, So number two, I switched from.
American fool is you can't
Oh,
see
no, you
feet.
can't see nothing. It feel like Thanksgiving.
Or your grown man
Yeah,
gifts.
It feel like Thanksgiving all the time. So number two, guys, y'all pretend like y'all didn't hear that. Number two, I moved away a little bit more. See, shifted from the Big Bang Theory to the Little Big Bang. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not getting up every day saying I gotta run, 5 miles. I gotta walk 5 miles. Nope. I'm like Little Big Bang. Like 7 days, we're gonna break this up in 7 days. And so yesterday I only did 9. Day before I did 13. Day before that I only did about 7. But I'm just saying, see, when you put the 13 with the 9 with the 5 or the 6, that look way sweeter than with just the one day what you did. So I'm shifting from the big conferences, the stay ready, the whatever, to, all right, learn another language. All right, make sure your life's insurance policies are together. All right, make sure you're going up with Jalen when he getting his robe, his cap, and his gown. All right, take Jada up to the. So see, I'm not just worried about the stuff that people could see. All right, go clean your closet. Because see, for years, the part of my house that you could see, I kept that clean. You walk in my house, the living room, kitchen clean. But the parts you couldn't see, I don't know if they were clean as the parts you could see. So now it's like, keep that closet clean. Keep those shoes up. Put that hat in the closet. Put your coat up as soon as you get in. As soon as you use the dish, wash it and put it up. Like it don't gotta stay in the sink for 24 hours. All right, so shifting from the Big Bang mentality to the Little Big Bang. Look, mastering what's in front of me, see? Mastering what's in front of me. You feel me? So the podcast, ET, look at the numbers. What can you do better? How can you take this thing to another level? Talking to Sean, talking to Lewis House. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what's in front of you? Today, what was in front of me? Didi's not working. So we cleaning up the bedroom, cleaning up the kitchen, cleaned up the bathroom. Why? Because Didi when I go out of town and I come home, I don't like no dirty house when I come back. So I'm like, I got 12 o'clock, I got the podcast, but let me get these dishes done. And listen to me, audience. I don't have all day to clean up. Like I don't have 3 days to be cleaning up the house. So now I'm like, I might need to shift to plasticware. I might need to shift to
Flat out.
I'm being real.
Bump
see?
the environment.
I'm
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Bump the
I'm for real.
environment.
See, I'm being real.
My wife ain't
It's killing me. See, I'm like, Didi, 1 or 2 meals a week, we might have to go out to eat because the cooking, the cleaning, bruh,
man.
it takes so long, bruh.
Man.
It takes so long, bruh. Or
I'll be so torn. Let me tell you something. Candace made I'm talking about fire. She had made, we watching them carbohydrates. So she had made some cauliflower, mashed potatoes, you know what I mean? Some chicken, I promise you. It was so fire. I'm talking about the kitchen looked like somebody just came in with a baseball bat and just started. I'm like, boo, I'm loving the meal. I'm hating the clean. It's almost a wash. I'm like, I think I would have rather just hit a PB&J.
Carbohydrate.
You know what I'm saying?
Carbohydrate.
Oh, I'm like, bro, I'm like, what in the I'm talking about, and my wife used every dish in the house. I'm like, boo, how did you end up using the little flour turkey baster? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, so I'm sorry. It was a moment I had.
You good, see? So just master what's in front of you. Don't worry about, the next big thing. Master what's in front of you. And then my final one, bro, and I'm so grateful for y'all, is super duper self-assessment. Like I'm in overdrive now with the self-assessment because this is why I see a direct impact. I see a direct correlation between self-assess and shining and winning. I'm seeing you, okay, E, need to change this. Karl, hey, E, Didi, okay, my kid, and I see, as I make adjustments and not defensive, because I remember there was a time for real, somebody tell me something, I got to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? I got to tell you why what you telling me ain't right. Or I got to tell you, well, Karl, you don't always do what you supposed to do. Who are you to tell me? I'm like, I ain't on that. I'm like, tell me, because when I make the adjustment, so I was telling Maul about how, and I didn't get to it last night at the Success Series, but I was telling Maul about the second language thing. Maul took it so deep, he sent me a stat that shows how much money you make from learning every language and which languages pay you the most. Like for real, it's like German was like the highest. You make an extra no, I'm being real. You learn, it was French, it was Spanish, it was German, it was something else. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Japanese, I don't know. But it was a stat, and it said, this is how much money you make per each one, and some of them were higher than the other ones. So see, when you talk about self-assessing, so, only dribble the ball once, and you can go make 3 more free throws, you know what I'm saying? Or don't dribble at all, whatever. Adjust your shot, you know what I'm saying? Defend my man a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Put your body in front of his body. Like just little things that you can do that will make your shot better and make your money better. So my final one, I'm leaving 2017 Q1 knowing that these are the things you need to take to the next level. And what I'm going into it with, Karl asked me the other day, more measurement. How do you know if what you're doing is working? What's the measurement? And so now you got to write out the action steps. You got to write out the specific, like action steps, time frames, like which day, which time, and then the quantity or quality of it. And so, bruh, I'm going into the new year. I'm going to be like Tom Brady. I'm going to have my stats on my life, and we're going to be able to sit down and going into the third quarter and look at, all right, specifically, this is your completion rate. Specifically, this is how many yards you pick up after the catch, and have more specifics so I can adjust my talent and take this thing to the next
Money
level.
ball, baby.
Yep. Money ball.
Money ball, yeah. That's good.
1,000%. No, I appreciate that advice, man. That's great advice. And hopefully all of y'all, man, had a great Q1, and it's going to be even better Q2. We're going to try to get better for y'all. This podcast is brought to you by BreatheUniversity.com. Make sure y'all go check us out, man. Big things popping over there. Just, I think Josh said next week, I think we can make the announcement from some new stuff coming, man. We told you, we're just going to keep upgrading the platform. We're going to keep taking it to the next level. We over 3,000 strong now. Just the network is incredible. Books, people authoring books, people going to the next level. The modules are crazy. Just connect with us on a whole nother level, guys. We had a call last week with a young kid who's in BU. He's actually an NFL player, plays for the Oakland Raiders. Shout out to T, who came on the call with us and gave us some crazy information about what goes into what goes into a professional athlete's psyche and mental to make it to the very top of your game. And we kind of related that to entrepreneurship. So shout out to T, because that was crazy. One of our best calls yet. He just held it down, man, and came through. So make sure you join us at BreatheUniversity.com. Let's do one gotta go. Y'all want to do one gotta go? We haven't done it in forever.
Can I do these numbers though, C?
And the people have been requesting it.
I got the numbers, C. So German, more language, more money. So when you learn German, the German language, you have a potential of going over 125,000. So for when you add that language to your repertoire, I'm looking at French. French is anywhere from 75 to 80,000, and just period. Taking your language, like learning another language, takes you up. At least the average is $100,000. That's the average for learning a second language. I was looking for English. I think I see 25. No. English, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So, yep, there we go. See, there we go. That's the statistics. That's the measurement.
Well, let me say, danke.
Danke. You already just went up 25K
10 grand, right? There you go.
Just went up 10 grand, see?
Danke. Let me ride that donkey.
Hey, what was our word, see? Let me do it real quick. What was our word from Poland? Thank you. Do you remember what it was? I'm slipping.
I do remember. What was it? It was.
I'm slipping.
5,000.
Come on, help me.
5,000.
It wasn't it. No, I'm gonna say it wrong. So I don't want to say it.
Oh man, all right, so yeah.
I'm gonna mess it up.
It's okay.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Poland. We got to go back.
I'm
to
about
Poland.
to go to Rosetta Stone and look it up real
fantastic.
quick. I'm about to go on Rosetta Stone.
No, y'all know what it is. What is it? Come on, y'all tripping. How you say it? Let's see.
I didn't say it one time when I was
I can't.
Oh, me and C was saying it like every 10 seconds.
I was wearing it out.
Wearing
I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. I was wearing it out. I'm talking about wearing it out. Let me see right here. I got it right here. Thank you in Polish.
Hey, Dziękuję. Yeah, I had to play it on YouTube.
There it is. Yeah. Dziękuję. Sure enough, I'm glad I didn't say what I was thinking about saying, because it wasn't even close. Really quick, one got to go, all right, before we get up out of here, because everybody been hitting me. And shout out to whoever sent this in. It was actually a good one. And I was like, I don't know. But he just said something about it a minute ago. So I think we might know which one he not going to let go. But shout out to the user submitted, said, hey, y'all need to do another one gotta go. And they actually sent in one. So shout out to Jerry in Memphis who said, one gotta go. Snickers,
Oh, he's through.
Reese Peanut Butter Cup, or Twix. I was like, ooh, because I thought I knew. And I'm like, shoot, I'm going to just be real. Off the rip, Reese's can't go nowhere. Yeah. The peanut butter cup. And spring about to come up, let me tell you something. the Reese Peanut Butter Cup egg, with a thinner shell of chocolate with all that peanut butter, oh my goodness, forget about it. Probably my favorite.
I'm shaking my head over
indulge.
Here. I'm just shaking my head.
No, y'all not feeling the Reese Peanut Butter
favor,
Cup?
Carl, just see which candy bar make the most money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we know that. Come on now, that's like
without a doubt.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
No, we know which make more money. I'm saying for y'all personally. Yeah, this ain't a who got the most revenue. Snickers, of course. But I'm
why
saying
Snickers the most money? It's the best candy bar ever. It's hands down.
Well,
it's hands down the greatest of the greatest.
McDonald's make more money than any other fast food chain. Is it better than Chick-Fil-A? Oh, got him! Hey, did y'all hear that silence?
You should have seen his face.
You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get nothing out. Y'all ain't never seen E Stump. Y'all ain't never seen the hip hop preacher Stump.
McDonald's don't have nothing.
He was so hurt.
McDonald's has nothing on Chick-fil-A. We all know that.
Weigh in on that one, Karl. E or C, Karl? E or C, Karl?
His face was shocked. He was shocked for a minute.
He know the answer to that. He asked me something he already know the answer to.
Hey, but you had that pause, though.
But I'm saying because
he didn't know where to go.
It has nothing to do with Snickers happens to be great and it makes great money. That's all.
So then, by your logic, McDonald's is better than Chick-fil-A.
No, I'm saying Snickers is both.
The best and the best.
So you telling me that a Reese's just peanut butter with some chocolate around it is better than a Snicker bar.
So let me just go on. I'm gonna just say I hadn't had a Kit Kat in I don't know how long. So that
Twix, not Kit Kat.
Twix,
no.
my bad, Twix. That's the one, Twix.
Oh no, Twix.
I ain't had a Twix
is solid.
Yeah, I ain't had it in years,
Twix
so I ain't gonna miss it nothing like that. But the peanut butter cup, my kids be eating them, and the Snicker boy is a staple. Yeah, so I can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the Twix got to go
then.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, shout out to Twix. I mean, you get two of them. You know what I'm saying? I guess the Reese's cups you get two of them too. Snickers is only one, but Snickers is they legendary, of course. Yeah, Snickers legendary. But I still want to know if McDonald's is better than Chick-fil-A. Maybe we'll find out on the next podcast. The hip hop preacher can hit us with his logic. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm gonna ask CJ is this: at the urban schools, when they trying to make money for the football team, are they selling
hot Cheetos?
Are they selling? Have they ever sold Reese's
hot Cheetos?
Have they ever sold
Flaming hot Cheetos
and Snicker bars and Snicker bars?
Oh no! We had them. What was them joints called? We had them world's greatest. You remember that?
What's that like?
They gave us a special kind. We wasn't selling Snickers.
Yeah, when the school was doing
it.
When your hood homie was selling, he was straight selling.
Oh no,
Yeah, he selling Snicker bars.
Oh yeah,
no Reese cups. No Reese cups.
Yeah, he was selling the fun size for $1. I was like, what in the? Yeah, no. Hey, let me tell you something too. Let's do another one real quick, cause I just thought about this and I just copped a couple of them yesterday. Which one got to go? Girl Scout cookies between the Samoas,
not the shortbread.
The shortbread.
Not the shortbread.
Come on now, and the Thin Mints.
Oh, the Thin Mints gotta go.
Karl.
Thin Mints gotta go.
Oh, them Samoas. Hey, the thin. Now I don't even like mint, but the Girl Scout Thin Mints. Now, if you put them in the freezer.
Yeah, that's a lot though you got to do. That's a whole lot you got to do.
Oh, yeah, no, it is.
Hey, I'll go on record saying.
But the shortbread is like you can get shortbread anywhere.
Oh, it's all day. I don't have no.
No, it's fire, but I'm saying you could get, what's them shortbread you be eating? Either
Lorna Doones.
Lorna Doones, you like. It's the same thing. You can't get the Thin Mints everywhere, bro. That's only Girl Scout time.
All I know is, I ain't never ate nothing else but the little coconut with with coconut,
Oh yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, them
Rock-
solid
oh,
too.
come on now.
What,
Yeah.
Wait, what are them called?
Those are
What
what
are
you
those
just
called?
said.
Trefoils?
No, Samoa. That's what they're.
No, them is the Samoas?
yeah.
Wait, which ones is the shortbread?
Just the like.
Maybe that's trefoils.
Maybe it is. That's what they might be
Yeah,
called.
I don't know them that well, like
that's
their
what they are.
names like that. That's why I was
Samoa,
hesitating. to see.
those are the ones that you crack that boy. She
Carl,
pulling.
y'all didn't have
The Girl Scout
Girl Scout cookies in
not like
Barbados?
that. No, not
Okay, I got the names for them right here though. Yep, I got. Yep. No, this is thin mints. They got the peanut butter patties.
Ooh, the
Yep.
peanut
And the
butter.
short. Oh, I guess they just call shortbread.
Peanut butter patties is straight.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the peanut butter pat. Now Trey loses his mind for those, but he can't eat them around his cousin because she got a peanut allergy. So yeah, no, that's them. Yeah, shout out to all the Girl Scout cookies out there, Girl Scout selling cookies out there, man. I done blessed them quite a few times outside the grocery store in the last couple of weeks. It must be that time of year. So, anything else? What do we got, guys? What announcements do we have for them? E, you're heading out to Minnesota. What, tomorrow or tonight?
He can. Yeah, you good. He can edit it out.
Yeah,
I can't say that. see.
we can't. Yeah, we
'Cause he might
keeping
listen.
that on the low key for
Yeah, he
now.
might
see.
be listening.
Yeah, we'll edit that
Okay.
piece
That
out.
man might be listening. You know what I'm saying? He might be listening to the podcast.
Oh yeah. Okay, shoot.
You
Yep,
good?
podcast
You good.
come out there. Okay. All right, so let me start over real quick, y'all. My bad. All right. So shout out to all the girls selling Girl Scout cookies, man, outside of the grocery store. You know, I've been an avid consumer for years. So real quick, guys, do we got any announcements? E, what do you got going on? You got
Hey, Didi. Didi is retired, and I'm being real. See, I'm not playing. I wouldn't say it's a challenge. I would just say we have to redefine our day, because Didi's off. And I said something to Didi the other day. I was texting Karl back and forth, and she was like, "Yo, you ready?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And so she was doing her thing, and she's like, "You ready?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." She's like, "Would like you texting?" I was like, "Didi, I'm at work." She's like, "Oh, you at work?" Oh, okay. So I quit my job where I was supposed to be standing around while I'm like, "Oh no, I ain't mean it like that." So we gotta redefine some stuff. See, I was up this morning.
Diddy about to send in her application
Man,
Tuesday.
let me tell you something. I was at Walmart.
Is my spot still available?
I was at Walmart at 7 a.m. getting stuff for the church, bro. We was doing church work. And then, I was going all day yesterday getting ready for Jalen's open house. Then today we were cleaning up. So yeah, see.
When is Boog's open house?
May 6th, because the graduation is May 5th, and the next day after church is the open house.
Y'all killing
okay,
me. I'm
gotcha.
gonna miss some of that. E. I gotta leave. I got a wedding. My cousin getting married that weekend.
Saturday, right?
This
Oh.
Saturday, so I'm gonna do. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh, you know, we'll be back
I'm-
home. I got my
two
whole
places
squad
at
coming.
once.
We definitely got to
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna
there.
figure it out.
I'm gonna try to be there myself.
Yep. Yeah, no, definitely.
I got a lot going
All
on.
I'm asking is that y'all text me when they get to the T's and the graduation so I can come up there so I don't got to sit
doubt,
through the
the
whole
whole 2.5
graduation.
hours.
Am I tripping? Or a late breaking edition of Am I Tripping? Or is graduation the most boringest events in the
Hey,
history of mankind,
funerals are
especially at
better.
Michigan State? It's like 70,000
It's
students
ridiculous.
graduating at one
It's
time.
I've been to better.
ridiculous.
I've been to better
and
funerals.
Jalen and the T's, so we done.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, we got to wait all the way to T.
Oh.
I'm like, shoot. Yeah, no, that's gonna be. Yeah, I'm talking about we gonna be in there about 4 hours before he walk across the stage. So somebody text me right when they get up to QRS, and I'll be right there. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get to S, I come out the food court and see young Bull graduate. Man, how you feeling about that? E?
I'm not yet.
You emotional?
Yeah, I'm not yet. You know, it didn't happen yet. You know.
Jay got up out of there quick.
Dude,
Jay.
4
I'm
years
like,
is
wow.
quick.
I'm talking about 4. I'm just saying, Karl. I know that's you saying it's not quick because you probably graduated 3.5. But for E, who took 12, and me 5.5, our average is like 8.25 right now. And Bull getting through there in 4.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's blowing my mind. And Bull getting through there in like 4 flat. I'm like, unbelievable.
summer school.
You done cut your
Yeah,
daddy
summer
time in thirds. You know what I'm saying?
third.
You done got through in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see though what he gonna do with his son though, because I have put a lot of pressure on him. So I can't.
Oh,
I
little
wanna
man
wait
gonna have to be Martin Luther King, graduated 16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to see if he gonna take 10. You know what I'm saying? I won't know if the cycle is truly
no.
broken until little man.
Oh, yeah, no. He's your grandson. They say talent skip a generation, so little man might be hit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all stupid. We got to go. Give them something they can hold on to a nugget of the week until we get there.
I gave him something already. Shut up. Sat down.
All right, give them something quick. Give them something quick.
Shut up, sat down, stop being fake. Put the work in, man. Put the work in.
Hey, that's it.
Put the work in.
That's it for us, man. Listen, we got 971 reviews on iTunes.
Oh, man.
I need 29 of y'all jokers out of the 80,000 listeners.
I got a different than one. Go fill out.
Okay, give him a nugget of the day.
Hey, go beast mode and fill out that doggone thing right now. Right now.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart. You focus on this, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Oh, I promise you that. So